Libra horoscope, September 2020. Can the sensitivity from the Pisces full moon on September 1st bring up some things you'd rather not think about? Possibly, Libra. But pushing emotions to the side isn't good. A good idea right now in September. You're currently in tune with others on a psychic level, which should allow you to work through problems with minimal angst. A Venus-Mars square on the fourth hosts power struggles into the spotlight and makes you wonder if you'll ever be able to get along with a certain someone. What do you do when you have opposing opinions, but both of you are absolutely sure you're right? Sometimes you just have to agree to disagree, but this is a tough aspect to try to negotiate in. Mercury is in your gentle sign as it squares Pluto in sarcastic Capricorn on September 20. So some of your verbal battles could get pretty nasty despite your attempts to be nice. You definitely prefer to reach an amicable compromise, but you're not a pushover. All is much better if your world, as the sun moves into your balanced sign at the same time we experience the fall equinox on the 22nd. This new energy gives you a clean slate on which to write your future dreams. People envy your grace and charm as you embrace your optimistic future. Dreams of Gaia, what is the spiritual, intellectual, physical, social, and emotional aspect of the self for Libra in September of 2020? Spiritual, we have the Six of Fire. Intellectual, we have the Five of Fire. Physical, we have the Ten of Water. Social, we have King of Water. And emotional, we have the Queen of Water. Six of Fire. Keywords: healing, meditation, negotiation, arbitration, truce, boundaries, support, diplomacy. Key phrases: resolution is needed, communication and diplomacy required, be willing to make concessions, let go of bias, be open-minded, two sides to every disagreement, know the facts, understand your rights, don't be stubborn. Six of Fire is when the spiritual aspect is inner conflict with your religious, your personal beliefs, having trouble believing maybe, or having faith, doubt. It's turmoil, inner turmoil, possibly. You need to look at another avenue because it did mention open-mindedness. Look at maybe some other beliefs or spiritual things that you may find yourself in a better place with instead of the one you're currently with. Or you may need to have a reality check to yourself and say, hey, am I actually practicing what I preach? Am I doing what I really believe in? Am I a product of what I say and believe? Yes, you are. So keep your spiritual aspect in tune with your true self. Five of Fire. Keywords: rivalry, competition, aggression, bullying, conflict, discord, chaos, obstacles. Key phrases: a time of chaos, conflict or confrontation, a battle for control or dominance, a desire for power, influence, or wealth, Do not judge or condemn others. Base your concerns in fact. Avoid pack mentality behavior. Make no place for bullying. Focus on your vision, not on what others are doing. So, with the Five of Fire, as stated, bullying. Be careful if you are being a bully and you don't realize it with your thoughts. Maybe you're bullying yourself with your thoughts. Maybe you're bullying others with your thoughts. Speaking them out, communicating them. Because this is the intellectual aspect of yourself. You may be finding yourself part of gossip and rumors in social media stirring your pot and causing you to have this fiery anguish or conflict in your mind and how you're thinking about things. So be aware of the fiery passion in your spirit and your intellectual aspects of yourself. It looks like it's going to be a lot of aggression and passion in September for you, Libra. So be wary and careful. Try to keep it cooled off with what looks like you had 3 other water cards. Your physical self, so maybe yoga, social aspect of yourself, have some kind of get together, go to social events that can make you feel better. And your emotions, Queen of Water, don't lose connection with your heart. Intellectual aspect of yourself is got the Five of Fire, very dangerous. Very dangerous, and you need to keep an eye on it. 10 of Water, key words: universal love, divine connection, centeredness, serenity, peace, oneness, boundaries, disruption. Key phrases: truly living in the present, a feeling of divine connection, a time of serenity and ease, power born of knowledge and understanding, a positive emotional state, the power to consciously project your energy, say no to disruptive influences, giving life and power to shadows. If you can see, she's holding the moon and the sun combo. This is about fluid motion, fluid, calm waters, like a nice steady stream with no big rapids, just a smooth flow. Okay, and this is in your physical aspect of yourself, which includes finances, environment, home, 3D world, matrix, whatever you want to call it, your body. Okay, this is also about being aware of, are you part, is your environment, is your home life, is the 3D world that you have perceived to be where you are the real one that you need to be in? Or you need to change something up, clean something up, rearrange something, take something out, sell something, give something away? There's obviously maybe something down the stream that is a waterfall or big rapids that you need to be cautious of, and you could potentially be the water that moves the rocks out of the way. This is the physical aspect of yourself. You need to possibly focus on how you can have that nice fluid flow of things in your environment. King of Water. Keywords: calm, contemplative, insightful, fluid, balanced, protective, nurturing, jealousy, possessiveness. Key phrases: safe harbor in a storm, let go of gender bias, strength born of adaptability, be present in your relationships, a need for excitement, marry critical thinking and emotional logic, allow your feelings to guide a decision, address a cause for jealousy. King of Water in your social aspect of yourself. This could be a mature man acting like a king but maybe a little jealous. This could be you in your social aspect of yourself and how you act with others. It's not concerned with gender roles. You can be masculine or feminine as far as like stay at home or go to work or whatever the roles that society portrays that are men or masculine or feminine. King of Water can do both. Can do either. Because we all have feminine and masculine in us. The question is, are you in harmony with that? You know, with the social aspect of yourself, how does your friends, family, and work or colleagues or acquaintances reflect back to you who you are? You are those, and those are you. We're all one, but you have to see yourself and others in yourself, because there is no real gender role. I mean, it's just for reproduction concerns. You know, there are the hormones, of course, that one or the other has differences in, but they can still connect with either side and understand, because it's not like you don't have, like you're just completely testosterone or you're completely estrogen. You know what I mean? You have a little bit of both. Maybe a little more than one and a little less of the other, but those are just chemicals. That isn't your true essence without the body. But anyways, social aspect of yourself, King of Water. Is this you or is this somebody you know? Queen of Water. Keywords: loving, compassionate, empathetic, sensitive, vulnerable, romantic, intuitive, emotional, honesty. Key phrases: trust in your feelings and senses, look beyond the surface, a bright and positive outcome. To show vulnerability is to show strength. Are you overextending emotionally? Be the embodiment of love, withdrawing love as punishment. Use your common sense. Queen of Water. She can be that compassionate, understanding, patient, loving, forgiving person, or she can pull away from her heart and be ruthless and crash like the tsunami or hurricane, right? So your heart and the intellectual aspects of yourself, your emotional aspects of yourself, your intellectual aspects of yourself are telling you a message here. Remember the Five of Fire with the being a bully? Pulling away from your heart and thinking more with your mind. Your heart's like, hey, wait a second, let's think this over, let's be logical, because she does balance between the mind and the heart, the Queen of Water does. She is very intuitive. She knows what's best for everybody, what's best for her, what's best for things, what's best for the environment. So your heart knows, but your mind is at a point of fed up or wanting to take control or do something about it. But the heart is the one that needs to be listened to right now. Because the Five of Fire warned you about that. And you had the Six of Fire in your spiritual aspect of yourself. And the Queen of Water, they all connect right here up on the top of the self. And then you have the King of Water and the Ten of Water down here in your social and physical aspects of yourself. So you're kind of hot air this in September. Luckily, you have more water than fire, so you're kind of like boiling water. And your heart is the key, the source, the answer to your dilemma in September. Listen to your heart. Druid craft. What is the spiritual, intellectual, physical, social, and emotional aspects of the self for Libra in September of 2020? Spiritual, we have the Ace of Wands. Intellectual, Six of Swords. Physical, Justice. Social, the Lovers. And emotional, Nine of Cups. Ace of Wands. Keywords: conception, birth, initiative, creative energy. The gift of creative energy is within your grasp. Qualities of element of fire, enthusiasm, energy, vitality, intuition may all be enhanced in your life. taking the initiative, the completion of fulfillment or of a project or creative endeavor, conception of the or the birth of a child. You may be feeling blocked or lacking in energy. You may be frustrated by the feeling that creative fire is eluding you. You might be aware of a sense of barrenness, rather than potential, but this will pass. Six of Fire, Ace of Wands, they're both fire, so your spirituality, your aspect of yourself is burning with desire to get it aligned into the correct new beginning that you need to get, or more of a realignment or refinement, possibly. And the Six of Swords is saying, not Six of Swords, Six of Fire is saying that you need to look at this spiritual aspect of yourself and get this Ace of Wands going and helping you with your alignment, like I was saying, refinement, or a new faith, or looking into other things, or doing some more research, or watching more education having to do with spirituality. There's something here that you're not aware of, or you're not looking for, or you're not connecting to, and it's screaming at you saying, hey, you got this opportunity for a new beginning. Go find it. Six of Swords, keywords, journeying, solace, healing. The conflict and difficulties often associated with the suit of swords have either ceased or are in abeyance. Comfort, solace, and the promise of renewal. Now might be a good time to plan a retreat or holiday. A journey in consciousness aided by ritual and meditation techniques can be healing and enlightening. A journey to reforge bonds can open up the possibility for renewal. The pain of confronting a long-standing situation. Difficulty maintaining peace. Refusal to consider different perspectives or to take an actual journey. Don't be sitting here or being the bully with this Five of Fire and take on a new journey into your mind and aspects of yourself, and maybe go through a phoenix phase or a caterpillar phase and come out a butterfly kind of thing. A journey of your thoughts. Maybe you need to pay attention to your dreams. Maybe you need to write something out, journal, connect more with what the fire and the swords, air, fire and air. So, and then there's water down here in the boat, which is connecting to the other water cards. The Ten of Water, the King of Water, the Queen of Water. And remember what I said with the emotional aspect and the intellectual aspect of yourself, kind of conflict. Libra, unbalanced scales need to be balanced, starting with your mind, listening to your heart. Justice. With clarity and discrimination poised between past and future, the decision is made with compassionate understanding. Keywords: discrimination, balance, poise, choice, decision, judgment, clarity, fairness. Time for making a decision. It could be time to make a decision or a choice, but not out of reaction. Act with honesty and integrity demanded by justice. You may be called on to be true to yourself, to your own nature, being called to account for your actions. Litigation, making decisions with involved weighing up arguments and exercising discrimination. Is now a time for severity and discipline, or for mercy and acceptance? Or the opposite, imbalance, unfairness, injustice, dishonesty. You may need to look at imbalances in your life. Perhaps you are being dishonest, either with yourself or with others, or with both. Or you are acting unfairly. It's possible that you are being treated unjustly or unfairly, or that an unjust judgment has been made in your legal affairs. Ten of Water is going to give you that justice if you go with the flow of calm, patience, loving emotions, justice. This is your card, Libra. Remember, you need to balance the scales of right and left, of good and evil, of yin and yang, of black or white, or whatever. Ten of water, full circle, new beginnings coming up. Physical aspect of yourself, environment, home, 3D world. Connects it to the rest of the message. If you're listening, you'll see that the justice, it will come with the Ten of Water kind of physical world, cleaning it up. The Lovers, at every moment you have a choice. Love is at the heart of life. All creation is born out of love. Keywords: love, fulfillment, union, choice, surrender. Love requires surrender, and surrender requires choice. In the past position, this card can indicate an excessive preoccupation with a past love. In the future position, it may signal that you will find a lover. The process of union, liberation, and ecstasy. At every moment in your waking life, you have choices, some simple, some profound. Through engaging these dilemmas, you develop maturity and depth of soul. The opposite: jealousy, indecision, destructive love, romantic problem, separation. A disturbed relationship, destructive love, or difficult marriage. Romantic or sexual problems, romantic immaturity, separation from a loved one, or unrequited love. A union of souls that can only exist in the inner world. The inability to choose between lovers. General indecisiveness, or the risk of bad choices being made. King of Water, probably somebody that you're in relationship with, or you're the King of Water in a relationship, social aspect of yourself, or you're looking for a relationship. King of Water, remember, he can play both roles. In today's society, that's a pretty valuable aspect, being able to do almost anything, you know. Social aspect of yourself, you can be anything you want in the society, in your social connections. You got to be in a place of loving, lovers, compassion. This may also be loving your masculine and divine and feminine, divine masculine aspects of yourself with the King of Water connection. And then seeing that come back to you later down the line with the your social, your community, your friends, your family, playing it back to you and getting that euphoria, or your heaven on earth, or your bliss. Nine of Cups. Keywords: contentment, achievement, realization of dreams. A time for enjoyment and celebration, a rewarding emotional life. Someone may be missing from your life, or you may feel strangely lonely. Having been through difficulties in the past, now close relationships and warmth abound. Inspiration and creativity. Any obstacles will be easily handled. Make sure you appreciate your blessings. Something hidden or suppressed may be revealed. This could lead to the resolution of a complex situation. Superficial or unhelpful attachments may be released. Celebration plans could encounter difficulties. Nine of Cups, Queen of Water. They go hand in hand with what the message of the Queen of Water was telling you. Gotta cleanse the heart, come from the heart, stop being aggressive from your mental aspect of yourself, your intellectual aspect of yourself. You know, your heart will understand that you don't need to be a know-it-all. Sometimes you can just let things be and forgive and love, and things are going to be getting to you, and it's going to be a little bit challenging from all the connections and readings for this month for you, September. You know, we got a lot going on. We're heading to a tipping point potentially, so you need to make sure you do the Nine of Cups work with the Queen of Water. in your heart. Familiars, what is the spiritual, intellectual, physical, social, and emotional aspect of the self for Libra in September of 2020? Spiritual, Nine of Cups. Intellectual, Ace of Swords. Physical, the Fool. Social, Strength. Emotional, King of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, normal position here. Success, advantage, well-being, good health, victory, material attainment. That's what's waiting for you when you do the new beginning here. From the Ace of Wands and the Six of Fire combination, doing the work, the inner work, the introspection, the self-reflection, the spiritual connection. You'll get the Nine of Cups here. Be successful and a new, blissful, wonderful, spiritual person. The Ace of Swords, great determination, initiative, force, activity, excessiveness, triumph, power, fertility, prosperity, love, deep emotional feeling, championship, conquest, or debacle, tyranny, disaster, obstacle, infertility, hindrance. Those are your options potentially with the Five of Fire, conflict, bullying aspect, and either taking the journey or not taking the journey in your mind's work. If you just stay still in who you are and how you think, it's going to be bad for you. You're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a bad day, bad month. You need to look into how you can get this new journey for your mind, your mental. Go to new places in your mind, your imagination, your initiative. Maybe you need to let go of what you're thinking about and think about something else, something new, something different. Spice your mind up. Get your thoughts a little bit reorientated. There we go. The Fool, signification in normal folly, mania, extravagance, delirium, frenzy, insecurity, frivolity, passion, enthusiasm, or negligence, absence, bad decision, indecision, apathy. So we got the Justice card and how you're going to get justice, the Ten of Water. And if you don't get the justice, what do we got over here? The Fool. Being lazy, being comfortable with its issues or problems. Or if everything's harmony and perfect balance and you're doing all the work, then you got the Ten of Water and you got the justice and you are doing the true work. You are being enlightened. You are the enlightened one. This is the physical aspect of yourself. So your house, your home, your environment needs to be a little bit cleaned up. A little more justice in your life. The physical aspect of yourself in your 3D matrix. And maybe you need to take that leap of faith. Get up and clean up. Do the work. Don't lay around, do nothing. Don't sit in your conflict. Strength, courage, conviction, energy, determination, defiance, action, fortitude, innate ability, zeal, fervor, attainment at considerable peril, conquest, heroism, virility, resolution, physical abilities, or weakness, pettiness, sickness, tyranny, lack of faith, impotency. King of Water tends to be a little bit jealous from time to time, connecting to the negative aspect of strength, a little weak, the negative aspect of the Lovers, jealous. Or you can be on the good side of the cards. Be aligned with the enlightenment. Being able to play masculine and feminine roles. Being that passionate, compassionate lover. Balancing your masculine and feminine attributes of yourself. And getting that strength from it. Social, community, friends. Seeing it come back at you in your community. What you're a part of. King of Pentacles, person or character and intelligence, a person of character and intelligence, mathematical ability, loyal friend, reliable in marriage, successful businessman or woman, wise investments, an experienced and successful leader, or corruption of avarice, unfaithfulness, an old and vicious man, peril, threat, or woman. Queen of Water, Nine of Cups. Get your all cups filled up and nice and filled with the good emotions. Clean water. Don't have the old nasty water from the past sitting and lingering around. Wash it out. Get the tended water stream flowing. Queen of Water. She's in intuition, loves. She's got the moon and the sun holding. Then the King of Pentacles. Intelligent. Knows what's up. Has the right logic. Not the Five of Fire, angry, bully. Burning passion to hurt because you're mad and angry and hate everybody or whatever. King of Pentacles. This is more like what you want to see as your outcome. Queen of Waters, King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. So your heart is telling you this is what's waiting for you. Or you can go over there with the Five of Fire, the Ace of Swords, or the Six of Swords, negatives. But it also tells you the Six of Swords, Five of Fire, Ace of Swords connection will help the heart do the work. Hear your self message for Libra in September of 2020. Sadness. Is that why you're not connected to your heart? It makes you sad? It's easy to swallow your sadness and hide behind a fake smile. Yet sadness can open the door to your heart and help you access compassion. When you can truly allow yourself to cry and feel sorrow over the loss of a loved one, a lost opportunity, a broken heart, or a friendship that's ended, you cleanse your soul and allow your heart to heal. Crying and feeling vulnerable can be a sign of strength, which demonstrates your connection to your body. To admit weakness can allow you to know yourself, embrace your limitations, and evolve. Be willing to let go of the cold walls of protection you have created, which make you feel empty and sick. You don't need to get lost in your emotions. Just give yourself time to feel them, and let them move through your whole being, cleansing and purifying your heart, body, and soul. Life purpose for Libra in September of 2020. Trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. The angel sent you this card as validation that your feelings are trustworthy guides you as aspire to make healthy life changes. Your dreams and desires are clues to life purpose. As your soul calls out to you through the language of feelings, if you're discontent in any situation, trust these feelings. If you're excited about the prospect of, for example, returning to school or opening your own business, trust these feelings. If your gut is warning you about a certain person in your life, trust these feelings. The first step is to notice your feelings. You do so by creating some quiet time alone where you can talk with yourself. As yourself questions like what do I really want and what is best for my life purpose, and then notice the physical and emotional feelings that come in response. Your feelings are the physical embodiment of heaven's guidance for you. Trust in their validity, even if you don't understand them or feel certain about what they mean. This directly correlates with the freaking emotional and intellectual aspect of yourself card layouts that I was talking about, the connection, the listening to your heart. Trust your feelings. Keepers of the Light, who has a message for Libra in September of 2020. Faith. Humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. Faith is the archangel who is focused on bringing out our benevolence. She is the twin flame of Archangel Michael and is on a divine mission to help us recognize that humans are basically good and aligned with love. Just like her name, she is all about faith and trust. She reminds us that the world has taught us to believe that we are separate from love, and that if we begin to see the good in others, then we will start to cultivate a loving experience of the world around us. Stay calm and breathe. You are a divine being of love who has done so much good in the world. You may be going through personal transformations and feel that you're not getting anywhere, but Archangel Faith is drawing close to guide you beyond the limitations that your ego or fears have created for you. You may be trying to work out whom to trust. First, trust yourself. When you do this and recognize that you are made of love, you will attract those who reflect that love and can enjoy true friendships and loving relationships. Know that good is here to stay. This sums up all 5 aspects of yourself pretty much, and what you're correlating for yourself in September and how to get what you really desire. Sacred Spirit for Libra in September of 2020. Awakened Spirit. Helping others, desire to change. An awakened spirit is much like Alice in Wonderland. Once you have traveled down the rabbit hole, you can never go back to what you knew before. You become forever changed by your new experience. New information and experiences will change you at your very core. You become enlightened with sacred connection, resulting in physical, spiritual, and emotional changes. You may be feeling lost and confused about your life, relationships, family, or social connections, including your employment. This is a time when making meaningful experiences is a priority, as you can no longer fathom wasting time on greedy, materialistic, or ego-based principles. The question of why comes to the forefront in almost every experience as you search for meaning and validity for your own soul's experience here on earth. Seeing through the industrial machine of society, you become more aware of people's unhappiness and lack of passion, ethics, and integrity. At this moment, understanding who you are, the real you, beyond what you have been conditioned to believe by societal norms, family, school, or institutions, becomes a dominant feature in your life. Right now, your spirit seeks freedom, confined by restrictive interactions and outdated ideals. It's important to understand the connection between your physical body and spiritual self. This deep connection is the soul's expanding awareness into seeing a broader and bigger picture in life. Health challenges can occur now as you grow through this phase of spiritual improvement. Growing impatience with materialistic people, social media, and news programs continually highlight the world's imbalance of peace and harmony. Humanitarian efforts are supported now. Donating time, effort, and energy into community programs or groups, and implementing healthy and greener alternatives into your life will bring you new opportunities, creative and supportive, healthier lifestyle. Shadow aspect, authoritarian communication, inconsiderate social disconnection. Sacred crystal, white selenite. Angel assistance, guardian angel, Peniel. understanding difficult situations, life lessons. Affirmation: I am free to follow the call of my heart with purpose, with love and clarity. So this directly connects to the social aspect of your self card layout and the intellectual aspect of your self card layout. Power animal message for Libra in September of 2020. Turtle. Retreat. Stop trying to make something happen. There's not a whole lot you can do right now to influence the situation you're inquiring about. It's best to back off and wait until it's time to move forward again. There's nothing wrong with that, especially given the fertility of trying to make something happen right now. Patience is what's called for. Eventually you can stick your neck out a little at a time to determine if it's time to come out and make some progress towards your own goal. A retreat isn't defeat. Make it a conscious and intentional choice instead. You could stand to spend some time by yourself in nature away from the intensity of your usual life. Although we call this a retreat, it's really more of a movement toward the peace and harmony you'll find in the woods, at the mountains, or by the seashore. Doing so also helps you connect with Mother Earth, and when you do, it helps you put everything in proper perspective. The ocean's been there a long, long time and will continue to be. And every day there's a sunset no matter what else has happened. Additional association: femininity, slowness, toughness, fertility. This connects to the intellectual aspect of yourself. Wisdom of the Oracle. What's the message for Libra in September of 2020? Milk and honey. The taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. When all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe, these times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and suitable. Abundance is an energy that you are living part of. All of your needs are being met. You're given the gift of nourishment in every form. Relationship message. Sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Prosperity message. There's only one authentic you. This vision of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. Protection message. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly, before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than before. You may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. This is the spiritual aspect of yourself, the social aspect of yourself, and the physical aspect of yourself. That's what the message was connecting to. Cosmic message for Libra in September of 2020. Worlds within worlds. Peace comes within the souls of men when they realize their oneness with the universe, when they realize it is really everywhere. It is in each one of us. This card serves as a reminder to look within yourself for answers. It's wonderful that you're so open to the opinion of others, but be discerning. Use your inner knowing to decipher and interpret what feels right for you. Many look for the source of all life outside themselves, but if you truly wish to connect to the greater pool of conscious love, look within. Inside you, the cosmic universe spans with inner worlds and stars. Yes, inside you. You are a master and creator of the worlds and galaxies within you. You are, as the creator, ultimately affects the outer world that you are also a part of. See yourself as the greater body, and within you the cell that also needs to hold its vibration in healthy light. You, as a creative master, can affect your cells or worlds by your thoughts, actions, and words. Raising the healthy light of your cells raises your own vibrational light, thus raising the planetary light as a whole. If a cell in your body is imbalanced and sick, that sickness slowly starts to spread to the rest of your body. See the earth as a cell in your body of universal energy. It is vital that the vibration of this earth is raised to positively affect this greater universal body. You are a creative God of infinite power and light. The more you come to understand this truth, the more you will be amazed by the power you hold as an individual to manifest and bring about peace and change. Affirmation: I am love, expanding and growing in power, clarity, and truth. Associate chakras: heart, third eye, crown. Divine animal for Libra in September of 2020. Honeybee. Reciprocity. We must give and take, and if we make a mistake, we must make amends. The earth revolves around reciprocity to remind balance and to grow, and as humans are a part of the earth, so this applies to them as well. Learn to work happily with others. It is important to learn to communicate effectively, as there may be breakdown in communication. Aristeus was the son of Cyrene, the huntress, and the god Apollo. It was said that Cyrene was not interested in the traditional womanly things and instead wanted to hunt in the forest and conquer cities. When Aristeus was born, Apollo gave him to the god Hermes for education. And what an education it was. The boy got to learn from all of the great gods and goddesses he was related to, one of whom was Demeter, the goddess of agriculture. Demeter introduced Aristeus to the bee maidens, who taught him the art of working with bees. As he grew out of childhood and into a young man, the bees rested in his beard. Such was the love for and trust they had in him. As an adult, Aristeus accidentally caused the death of the nymph Eurydice. In their rage and sorrow, her sisters killed every bee that Aristeus worked with. He was devastated. He wanted to work with the bees again and also make amends, so he consulted the wise Proteus, who suggested he could honor Eurydice by making sacrifices of 4 bulls and 4 cows. As the bodies lay upon the altar, 8 great swarms of bees took flight from them. It is said all bees come from these 8 swarms. Bees are a social insect that are vital to the world's ecosystem and food production. It is estimated that over 70% of the top 100 food crops that provide 90% of the world's food are bee pollinated. No bees, no food for humans or animals. There are about 20,000 species of bees, but the one highlighted here is the western honeybee in the wild. These bees usually create a hive out of a hollow log or tree, and there would be 10,000 to 20,000 bees in an average colony. The bees build comb from wax they secrete. The comb is used to protect the bees and as chambers for eggs and bee larvae, but also as a communication medium. Bee colonies have one queen that lays all the eggs and determines what larvae will be what role they will play in the hive. A queenless colony may perish if they cannot replace their queen. Honey is produced by bees ingesting the nectar of plants and flowers and combining it with special enzymes. They regurgitate the substance into chambers in the honeycomb. This is sealed and transformed into honey, which feeds the colony in times of scarcity and bad weather. Honeybees have a sting as their defense. By injecting the stinger, which contains a toxin, the bee perishes. The detachment of the stinger sends a pheromone that signals to other bees there is trouble and they are likely to attack further. Bees are one of a very small group of animals that demonstrate displacement in communication. They are able to tell a story or communicate a happening outside what is actually there. For example, a bee may see a good source of food and be able to communicate with this back at the hive by a detailed dance to other bees that include compass direction and that the distance to the target. How I love bee magic. As a beekeeper, I am privileged to experience the magic of bees every day, from way they are literally turn sunshine into honey, the way they dance and communicate, and the way they bring life to my garden. Call upon bee magic when you want to improve communication and connection. It is wonderful energy to use when you are attempting to find balance and a proper level of give and take in a relationship or work situation. Bee magic can also be used to stimulate your garden and your creativity. Symbology. Bee dance. Hive, a man with bees in his beard. Bee maidens, honeycomb. Status. Honeybees are endangered. Please become a beekeeper or plant bee-friendly plants and do not use systemic pesticides. Starseeds. What's our message for Libra in September of 2020? Wait. So with this message in the honeybees, there's some kind of patience is a virtue and forgiveness with communication. Like patience helps you understand from others' perspectives to help you with your communication. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. In our fast, loud, reactive, comparative world, where an instant response is so often expected and at times even a currency, it can feel almost impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves the space to rest, wait, and reset. We're so often in overdrive, expecting instantaneous results over and over again. And when guidance doesn't come at these extreme speeds, it can feel as though something's gone wrong. But often, not receiving guidance is guidance in itself. When you ask for guidance and don't receive it, it can often mean wait, it's not yet time. The details are being woven. Our challenge is to keep trusting when on the surface it appears that nothing is happening, to remember that no matter how long or bitter the winter, spring does always come. To remember that you don't need to solve all of the world's problems in a single day, and that perhaps they'll be better solved with some perspective and a good night's sleep. This card is your permission to slip, to slow down, switch off, and rest. You're being reminded to have patience and to trust the mystery of life, to trust that things are being woven on your behalf. It may not be happening to the timeline you'd like, but if you gather up the patience, it will be orchestrated better than you can ever imagine. This makes me think of the song "Whatever It Takes" by Imagine Dragons. So if what it takes is patience and waiting, you do whatever it takes, right? Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you slow down, be more patient, and wait? And that's your reading for September, Libra. Thanks for watching. Click the links below. Become a Patreon, please. Love you. Thank you. See you next month.